Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, caven and all skinks of all ages. Welcome to another video of Linksy. Today we're having a look at the teaser trailer of Total War Warhammer 2. The latest and fated to be the last DLC for Warhammer 2 before we jump into the Warhammer 3 hype train of doom, pulled by bears, powered by Khorne's anger, and possibly driven by Tzeentch, while Slaanesh arranges service for the Katayan passengers. I don't even know why that metaphor works in my head, but it does. Well, talking about Warhammer 3 will come in other videos. Today we're looking at the Silence and the Fury, the latest DLC for Warhammer 2. This is Oxyotl, I think it's Oxyotl versus Taurox, the bull. Lot to unpack. Firstly, we're going to get to new legendary lords, of course. One of them is Oxyotl. Forgive my pronunciation, ladies and gentlemen. He is a chameleon skink, legendary lord, which means we're going to get chameleon skinks lords, hopefully, is the case, who is able to travel very fast across the world, according to which quests he has. He is a creature that survived for many years in the chaos space and is the ultimate defender against chaos. From what I was told, he is quite a badass. He is going to have the ability to travel around the world, similar to the Wood Elves mechanic, really quickly and deal with incursions of chaos across the planet. Ultimately, the quest for him will be to fight his arch nemesis, which we also get to play. The fabled Beastmen rework has been finally teased, and we are all so excited. Reddit right now is up in arms and ready to lead their minotaurs to battle with a proper minotaur lord, and of course Taurox himself, the Lord of Fury, the bull. He's a fantastic creature who is just angry all the time. It seems from what we can see from the Steam page is that his ability is going to be to do damage, fight a battle, get more movement speed, and keep fighting. The more he fights, the more he's able to move. So this is going to be quite an interesting mechanic. Combine that with the ability to perhaps sack cities, which we hope will be part of this rework, without losing movement speed. This will make Beastmen very, very good. Of course, very little has been shown. We're all doing assumptions and speculations on a video, which of course very little is known from. However, it's very exciting for a number of reasons. The Beastmen have needed a rework since pretty much the start of Warhammer 2, since the start of Mortal Empires, where of course they were quite underpowered compared with all the other factions getting so much love, and reworks and expansions, DLCs, all the matter. Of course, the Beastmen themselves are suffering mostly from outdated mechanics. So if this DLC, and I really hope that this DLC does target these issues, questions, and problems, we'll be able to have a much better product. The main issues that we have is the inability of Beastmen to make money without, of course, raising settlements. The inability of Beastmen to, in the early game, to sustain themselves through cities, because of course they are a Horde faction, and Horde factions always suffer. This can be fixed with the addition of Hearthstones, mobile cities if you wished. I do have an idea, potential theory of how this could work would be that you'd have a Hearthstone in the area that gather Beastmen to it, spawn a small army to defend it, perhaps, like, you know, the current mechanic, or even just collect resources for your main armies as you pillage the region. Once you move away from the region, or after a timer, this Hearthstone disintegrates as the Beastmen start fighting each other, as there's too much power or very too little resources left. Anyway, long story short, this small Hearthstone city would disintegrate and the Beastmen would move on. But of course, we also know from the lore that Beastmen do have cities or gatherings, if you will, where they are known to gather in great numbers. And of course, these are the Great Hearthstones, and it would be interesting to see those introduced into the game. They are present throughout the world of Warhammer, and that is going to be cool to see if it happens. Of course, it could be a number of things. We have no idea. This is all speculation. Of course, what are the special units that they're bringing in. Now, with regards to the Beastmen, it's... I won't be able to pronounce it, so I'm not going to even try. It's essentially a gigantic Cygor beast, I failed pronouncing it. A beast which is able to wield scythes with 4 arms, running around, wreaking havoc, being the front line. Basically a gigantic minotaur that towers above the rest with 2 extra arms with 2 extra weapons. With regards to the Lizardmen, we were looking forward to seeing a lizard that's like the Carnosaur, but spits acid. I don't know the name, as I have problems saying it, but it will be right here on the screen right now, as is the Beastman variant, and I'll try to find some decent looking minis to accompany it. I apologize, I am not a lore master. If you want that, of course, there's my good friend Great Book of Grudges. There's also my other good friend, Lore Master of Sotic. Check them out. I am very sure they'll go into a lot of detail and into a lot of history of how, why, who, and what. My job here is simply to try and make it sound as simple as possible for us Ungors, whereas they are our great leaders. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, this is all the information I could squeeze out of this trailer. I have rambled on far enough. This has been Linksy. I am not entirely sure why I'm saying that, or this is Linksy, or I am Linksy, and this is thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you want to know more, and if you are a proper Chad Minotaur, click the bell button to get the videos as soon as they come out. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. See you tomorrow with more. Goodbye, take care, farewell.